Hey, welcome to the Really Charlie podcast. It runs StreamYard, Facebook, Anchor, Spotify, and YouTube. Today's guest is a woman with a lot of spirit, a lot of wellness in her mind, and she's going to educate us today with a few things and also her own, side business. She's definitely going to educate us, and I can't wait to start talking with her. Everyone, Anna Habib. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yes, you did.
All right.
Hi, everybody. What a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited. I've been watching you for a while, and the people that you have in here are amazing. I'm learning so much about everybody in our own community. What you're doing is amazing. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. It's the one thing I like about everything is that we could, excuse me, the is I'm meeting many people, and when I first came across you, you were following the podcast and eager to come on, and I was saying, yep, without a doubt. I've seen your videos. That's what I want to do is put educational and inspirational things on the screen. You
Yeah,
definitely
amen.
are. You are
Amen
both
to
of them.
that. Yeah.
All right. So give us a little bio. What's going on with Anna and
Uh,
what are you all about?
I'm Portuguese. I came to this country. I was 14. My first job was a Sacred Heart nursing home. I worked there for 10 years as a nurse's aide. And the last year of working there is when I had my first breakdown, my mental first breakdown. And ever since then, it was really hard to overcome that. My life completely changed. Had to go and start taking medications for depression and anxiety and panic attacks. And we all know that all of that has side effects. Once in a while, I would feel brave and come out of it, of the medication, and would have another breakdown. Um, it's medication, sometimes it's good for certain things, but it brings something else up. And that's what the medications were doing for me. I struggled with that for over 20 years. My first breakdown was in my 20s. I'm in my 50s. Um, and the last 8 months, gladly, I've been with no medications. The only thing I started taking was what I offered to you, Be Wellness, all natural all natural products made from plants, no side effects. I took it to my doctor and asked him if I could try it, and it's amazing the difference in myself. Only 8 months, but of course, it's not just the tinctures. It's got to be a balance of things. But because of me taking the tinctures, I started feeling a lot better, not taking the medication. So I wasn't suffering the side effects. So I could function better. I was more balanced. So I was able to enjoy church more. Church is what saved me. It really did. 3 years ago, I was really in a dark place.
Wow.
Depression was so bad because, as you know, I'm a bodybuilder, and that was my life. Being a mom, a wife, and bodybuilding. That was everything to me. And when my back started acting up really bad, and I had surgery, it completely wiped me out. Surgery didn't go well. My left leg doesn't work well, so it's hard to go from being so active and so out there to nothing. And I ended up being a prisoner in my own home, my own mind, with the depression and anxiety and the pain. It was horrible. But a friend of mine invited me to go to Congress for Christ. And I went with her. And let me tell you, Charlie, the first time I went there, I was shaking so bad. I was crawling out of my skin. But everybody was just so kind, so honest. The vibe in there was so strong and so pure that I had no choice but to calm down. That's how we felt. I had no choice but to calm down and really see what was around me. And then the pastor started talking, and let me tell you, that went to a different story. It went to a different level. And I haven't stopped going there ever since. And because of their help and them helping me grow in my faith, is what continued for me to have the courage to keep going, to fight for me, keep finding something that will help me. And I found Amiwellness through a friend, Dave Furtado. Oh my God, I'll never forget this friend. I'm always grateful for him. And started taking these medications. And now I'm just tinctures. I shouldn't say medications, tinctures. Now I'm just in cloud nine. I wanna live the world. I wanna help people. It has nothing to do with me selling because I'm not a salesperson. I've never done this before. But my passion is to do to others what is done for me. Last
Hmm.
week, I had a lady at my gym, the housekeeper at the gym, really nice lady. She asked me if I could help her with a shoulder pain that she has. So I gave her some of the oils. I said, try the oils and see how it is. She saw me last week and she was telling me, look, Anna, look, I can move my arm and I haven't been able to do this in a long time. That's
Wow.
that's that is why I share a me wellness. That is why. For that,
Awesome.
yeah, unbelievable, unbelievable. But people need to, and I had to realize it. It's not just the tinctures, and it's not just the medication. You have to work on yourself spiritually, mentally, everything. So I decided last year, I had done a lot of work on myself, and I decided last year I wanted to be baptized because I was
Hmm.
ready. I was ready. And it is like everybody that's gotten baptized tells you, after you get baptized, the feeling is just amazing. You want to be a different person. You just want it. You're ready. I started changing everything around me. The music I listen, the people I allow talking to me, the people I'm around. I I look for positivity.
Yes.
I look for positivity. I read things, and I'm not a reader, but I read for things to help me. Quote the Bible. I make a point to do those things because it's not just tinctures or medication. There's a lot more that we need to put into life to make you have a positive life, a better life. And life is never going to be perfect, right? If we're
Yes.
waiting for life to be perfect, it's never going to be. But you can look for the positive thing in anything negative that you're going through. So you
So
can,
true.
right? So
So true.
that's why I try to live my life that way. And I'm not a positive person. I really am not. My husband is, and my father-in-law, God rest his soul, that gentleman loved life. Absolutely loved life. And I tried to grab that from him, but I have a hard time. I have a hard time being that all the time positive kind of person. So what do? I do things that make me think positive, make me feel positive, which is if it's music, if it's reading the Bible, if it's talking to an amazing friend, if it things like that, anything that's positive. And if it's negative, I pull myself away from it. I don't have to judge it, I don't have to say anything, but I pull myself away from it.
Exactly. I've
Yeah,
done that. I've done that quite frequent lately, and it's really helped me out. Just kind of get away from the negative vibe of
yeah,
some people, some places, because it could be places
absolutely.
too, And
Yeah,
then you just it makes it kind of just releases all that, It just well, actually, it doesn't absorb or get absorbed in your body. So if you get away from it, it
yeah,
has no chance to get into your body, whether it's through your mind your soul, and that's the best thing that I've been doing within this past year is just to get away from it. And, you know, sometimes you got to count, like a friend of mine is said, just count and get away from it, and I do, and I really do.
yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna share this live feed on your page if you didn't do it
Oh,
already. That way your family and friends could
okay,
kind
thank
of
you.
latch on and go back and forth in the comic section and who knows, they may want to give us some secrets about Anna.
Yeah, anybody's welcome to say whatever they want to say. I want
uh,
everybody to be truthful and say that, whatever experience they had with me, please be welcome. I love anybody that's tried the tinctures. They could say their experience. It would be amazing. I would appreciate that. Because, the more people knows about it, the better it is. People need help. We need choices.
yeah,
That's one thing I'm really happy about is we need choices. And that's what I have now. I have the choice to take a tincture that is natural, made from plants, no side effects, or medication. I'm sure there's going to be a time in my life that I'm going to have no choice. I'm going to need medication. I get that. But as
Hmm.
long as I can go with no medication, I'm going to go. I'm going to
Yep.
go. I was taking tramadol and I was taking gabapentin, and gabapentin is really a strong medication. It does a lot of damage, but it's one of the most common medications that it's used out there. It got to
Hmm.
a point, it got to a point that I couldn't control my anger. I was angry all the time, and I couldn't put sentences together. I couldn't, and sometimes people were having a conversation with me, and I couldn't comprehend what people were saying. And that was because of the gabapentin.
Yeah.
And
And
what,
well, sometimes sometimes that anger doesn't allow you to listen, and
yes, absolutely. When your mind is so full of stuff and so confused and afraid, I was afraid a lot, because the reason I was afraid a lot is because I was lacking guidance. I really was. I was lacking guidance. And I found that in my church, and the people in there, and the word in there. So now I don't feel alone anymore. I
hmm.
feel like, I have my father with me all the time. And
Awesome.
that has been a humongous relief for me, not to feel alone or not to feel abandoned, because that was a big struggle for me, was abandonment. And I don't feel like that anymore, because I truly believe in my heart and my soul with all my being that God is always with me. He has answered so much of my prayers. So many of my prayers he has answered. I have no doubt in my mind that he's with me.
So um so inspiration. I love that. That's just that you were able to kind of take on, or actually just listen to some people. I'm sorry, my phone's ringing here. Let me. But it it takes a lot just to kind of listen to people, and you were able to do that.
Yeah.
And I want to commend you for just doing that for yourself.
Thank you.
And all in all, it probably made things better for you around your family, your friends, and they're at joy too
Yeah.
with
Oh, yeah. I
the
see the difference in my family, because when I was going through my struggles, especially my husband, there's only so much he can do. And he got to a point he didn't know what else to do. The poor
yeah.
man was trying everything he could to make me happy, to give me everything he could. And still, I wasn't happy. I was miserable all the time, angry all the time. And when I got sick, it became even worse, because my stress reliever was going to the gym, was kill some weights. That was my stress reliever, and that got taken away. Everything got taken away. So I got to a point. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. It got to a point I was very suicidal, and I had a plan. I,
Hmm.
I had a plan, and selfish of me to think that if I wrote letters to my kids explaining to why I couldn't live anymore, somehow that was going to help something. Of course not, but that was at the stage I was in. I couldn't live like that. And if it wasn't for my faith and having that little bit of faith that kept me fighting, it kept me going there until that moment that I don't know if you ever had that moment, and I hope when you're so low that you just go to God and say, I'm your daughter. I need you, please. I need you. Show me something. Just a little something. And but
Hmm.
after that, I had to continue having that faith. And having that, it slowly started showing me. But I don't feel sorry anymore. In the beginning, I was like, why, God? Why? I tried to be a good person. We all do that, right? We all say that when we're really down there. Why me? Well, why not you? Maybe this is what you need. And today, this is 3 years later. Today, I'm grateful that happened to me. Because
Wow.
if it wasn't for that moment, I wouldn't find God as I did today. I wouldn't have found the amazing people that I'm around today. I wouldn't be the woman I am today. It's only been 3 years, but I feel like I'm born again. I'm a different person. I feel like I was back in my 20s, full of confidence, full of life, ready to
Hmm.
face anything, just ready to kill. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's have fun.
Uh,
Let's live. Amen.
that's it. The Diana, let's see, Diane Nuno
Oh,
says she
yes.
is beautiful inside and out. That's awesome.
That's my girl. She's in my team. She works with me and my team. Amazing, amazing woman, amazing mother, amazing friend. I'm truly blessed to have her in my life. My whole team. I have a beautiful team. When I started taking Amy Wellness, I got so excited about it. I messaged my friend, Dave Furtado, and I said, Dave, I want to be part of this. But honestly, Charlie, I wasn't thinking straight. Because in my
Mhm.
mind I wasn't thinking this is work now. You know, do you know what you're going to do? Do you know the computers? Do you know how to? But there was something in my gut and in my heart that was telling me to do it. And after I told them I'll do it, I had a panic attack, sitting there like, now you're not going to know what to do. Oh my goodness, you know. And he had it. It completely blew my mind. The people in the company's been really nice, helpful, kind. It's amazing to talk to them. They teach a lot. The company is amazing to work for. My team is amazing. My up lead, Lisa. I mean, this lady's just amazing. We're like sisters. So it brought me to a point that I needed. I've been a housewife for 24 years. I've been a housewife. When I had my first breakdown, I tried to go back to work and I continue having breakdowns. So my husband decided, well, let's see how it is you working, you staying home, because this way we don't have to pay their care, blah, blah. Okay, we tried and you worked, luckily he gets paid well, so he worked.
Hmm.
But I honestly, that wasn't a smart decision for me. I should have never done it that way. I should have continued fighting to at least have a part-time job, because me just being home and not doing anything, and I made my life very perfect, very safe. So it got to a point that even being next to somebody, I would panic. Going grocery shopping, I would panic. Going to the post office, I would panic, because I got myself so used to being home, not being around anybody,
Hmm.
that I took out that experience of learning how to deal with problems, how to deal with situations, and I would panic. So, my honestly, if I can say anything to any young moms out there, if you want to cut back a little bit in your job, fine, because you want to be home with your kids a little bit more, but don't stop everything. Don't stop everything. You need it. You will be a much balanced person. You need it. Just being home all the time, just with your kids and just that, it kind of changes you a little bit. And if you
Hmm.
do like I did for so many years, my kids grow up, right? They all adults. My oldest is 30. And then they grow up, they have their lives, they do their thing. And then what do I have? I was kind of left. I'm not mommy anymore. I'm not needed the
Hmm.
way I was anymore. So I felt empty. I felt lost, not knowing what to do. But when I tried to go back to the work world, my anxiety wouldn't let me. I couldn't do anything, and I tried numerous of times, and I couldn't do it. My anxiety would just stop me. I would have massive panic attacks and breakdowns. It was
Wow.
hard. And I can't believe, Charlie, I cannot believe I'm doing this with you. I can't. I can't. This is how good God is. Look at this. I can't. This is a miracle. I'm sitting here doing a broadcast with you. And oh my
Uh-huh.
God, 8 months ago, I would never do this, Charlie. I would
I
never
love
even.
it.
Yeah, it's amazing. God is good. God is good. I appreciate you, my friend. I really do.
We have all we could do is build off you know build off what we have here. I hope that you and I continue to be friends,
Oh,
throughout
absolutely.
this after this podcast, and I definitely want to talk to you about your products because it can help me, it can help family members, and
Oh,
I definitely
absolutely.
will
Yeah,
be
I
able
can't wait.
to.
I can't wait to hear your opinion when you get the samples and you try them. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna my favorites. I take a bunch of them, but my favorite is Soothe, Daily, and Calm. Calm is for anxiety and stress. And calm doesn't work like medications. You take medication for anxiety. Um, when you feel calm, it's because you drugged up. You're a little bit like this, because I was.
Hmm.
But calm doesn't do that. Calm just literally just calms you. You just feel leveled, more focused. It's settled. But you're not drugged up. It's plants. It's not going to do anything to you. Soothe is for pain and inflammation, and I have chronic back pain. I have screws in my spine, metal in my spine, and tons of arthritis. It's not going away. I'm going to have that for the rest of my life, and with age, it's going to get worse. But Soothe is strong enough to help that. It's strong enough to help that. When I first started, I would take it every 4 hours because it was pretty bad. Now I only take it twice a day. I take it in the morning. I go to the gym. I do my thing. I work all day. And then in the afternoon, I take it. And I'm done. Amazing.
All right.
Amazing. Yeah. Daily, we have different kinds of daily. Dailies for energy. It helps curb your appetite with cravings. But we have a different kind of daily for digestion. My husband loves that one. If you have heartburn and stuff like that, it works in 20 minutes, gone. Your heartburn will be gone. Your blueness will be gone within 20 minutes. It's insane.
Wow.
It works that fast. I promise you, it works that fast. It's insane. Um, and then there's the other daily that's for immunity, like if you have allergies and with breathing problems and stuff like that, it helps. And it helps you with not catching colds and because it brings your immunity up. Just amazing stuff. We have another line for ladies, just for ladies, for menopause, hot flashes, PMS, cramps, all of that. My daughter does the cramps, the PMS and the
Hmm.
pain, because she would lose days of work because of it, and she
Yes.
started taking it. She loves it. They also came out with one for children, which is called Bloom. My grandson takes it sometimes, because I've recognized it now. I didn't with my oldest daughter that she had anxiety, but
Hmm.
now that I've learned and I recognize my grandson has it. So sometimes he has his little moments, and I give it to him, and he works beautiful. And he has no problem because I'll be honest, it doesn't taste that great. It
Yeah.
literally tastes like the earth. It does. It doesn't taste that great. But I use a shot glass. I put the drops in here. I use water, but you can use anything. With my grandson, I use juice. Sometimes
Yeah.
he likes coffee milk. I use milk with a little coffee syrup, and he likes that. And he takes it with no problem. So if a little kid, he's 3.5, if a little kid can have it and not that taste doesn't bother him, an adult should be fine.
How would
But
how would how would how would our listeners reach out to you? Actually, one of our listeners, Marianne Kerrigan, she's a loyal supporter. She asked, "What's the name of your company?" So let's start off with that, and then how could people reach out to you? On the bottom of the screen, everyone, it's saying his name, the name of our company. It's partnered through Bonavera,
yeah,
and there's the website also. But
yeah. They can
uh,
message me anytime. They can go to my Facebook page, message me anytime. I gladly answer anybody's questions. Bonveri is a company that we just merged with. The COVID hurt a lot of business, and it got to a point it was a little hard. And that was the decision that Trinity is the founder, um,
mhm,
had to do. And Bonvera, best way I think I can explain, because I'll be honest, I'm still learning. It's because we
yeah,
just did it only 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks to a month. So I'm still learning all the stuff, but it's like a virtual mall. There's tons of companies in there, and our company is one of them. We're partners with them. So you can shop through them, their stuff, and all the affiliates stores in there, and you can shop with me. Ami is in there. We're on the Vive mode. That's where Ami is in. But you go on Bonvera, you create an account in there, and you can shop wherever you want. And then you go to Vive mode, create an account in there for me, and shop for me.
all right, cool,
Yeah, yeah.
easy
It,
enough.
yeah, and right now they having a really good sale. Prices are down, and on top of this, 20% off if they use the code SPRING until the 31st of this month. there's a good sale on. It's like 30% off. I mean, I'll take advantage.
I'm gonna take care of that right now, Anna. Watch this. Watch this. This is how good your friend is.
Oh, you're so amazing. I mean, I'm excited about Bonvera because it's completely new. Like, I can give you a link. Let's say you want to go shop at Target and you don't want to leave your house or whatever. I'll give you the link and you can shop through that link and you can get money back. You know,
Yes.
yeah. And like anytime I'll shop to any of the stores in there, I get paid for it. I got money for it. So you can make your home, literally your home, make money for you instead of going to the stores. If you belong to Bonvera, you shop through your links and you make money off your links.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
good.
so I'm excited learning more about the company. You know, I wish I could explain a lot more, but I'm so fresh on it. I don't want to say the wrong thing about it, but so far I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm excited about learning everything about the company, and it sounds like it's going to be a little bit easier to make money or have more options. You
Good.
know, I want to concentrate more is on me. You know, slowly I'll learn Bonvera and I'll expand to that. But
Hmm.
my thing is a me. That's my passion. That's my passion is a me wellness. This
Now,
company is just amazing.
Anna, is there a discount code?
A spring, all capital spring.
Spring? Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, look at Diane. Diane's on the ball. Look at this.
Diane is like this. Diane is
Look at that.
that girl does not stop. Let me tell you, that girl does not
That's it.
stop.
Mary, Marianne, that's the discount code right there. Spring.
Yes.
Look at that. All right. See that? On the ball, there's people listen to you. See, I knew it was gonna. I knew they were gonna listen to you. You know,
Charlie, you know you who you should have here in your broadcast? A girl
who's?
from my church, Hannah Walsh. She's
Yeah.
14, I believe 14 or 13. She does her bath bath bombs. She has her own little business at that
Oh
age.
yeah.
Yeah, she has diabetes and she started doing this business um because she made a bet with her father. Her father didn't think she could do it and she goes, okay, I'm going to do it, and she did it with $50. She started, and
Wow.
she has donated up to $5,000 to diabetes because
Wow.
she suffers from diabetes and stuff. Her story is amazing. Amazing. She's such an inspiration for a little girl, for a young girl. She's a humongous inspiration to me. Sometimes when I'm feeling a little I can't do things, I think of her. You know, if a 14-year-old girl can do it, come on. You know, so it gives me inspiration to go. You know what I mean? To keep pushing.
And what's her name again?
Hannah Walsh. She's the daughter
Okay.
of my pastor, Kenneth Walsh, in my church.
All right. We gotta
Yeah.
we gotta get her on there. If you can help me
Oh,
with that,
absolutely. Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
because we have the last 2 weeks of April are quite open, so I can add guests now and fill up some of those spots,
Yeah.
and I'll definitely gonna make sure that I reserve one for her. Um, who knows? Maybe she wants to come on during school vacation. We
Yeah. There
could
you
do that.
go. Yeah. Yeah. I think it would be. She was actually just featured on the Today Show.
Oh yeah, wow,
Yeah. She was featured on the Today Show for young entrepreneurs. Yeah. Isn't that's amazing? It's just
it is
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah. So it'd be amazing for you to have her here. I mean, you have amazing people in here. I honestly can't believe I'm here. I can't, I
yeah.
can't, I can't believe
No,
I'm here.
you
But
you you're amazing too. Don't sell yourself short.
thank you.
I'm glad to have you here, and we're not going to stop. We're going to continue with this friendship, relationship, and we'll do another podcast too. But it don't worry, we ain't over. We got plenty of time here to continue to talk our talk.
Yeah.
As my wife says, talk that talk.
Yeah,
And
that's right. Yeah.
we let me see. I noticed that there was you have a product for pets. And want to go into that?
For
You had a
pets.
product.
Oh, from Bonvera. I
All right.
Yeah, from Bonvera. I haven't really looked much into. I have a friend that she's trying. She's only been 2 days with it, and she says her dog has this separation anxiety when she leaves the house. So she's been giving it to her dog, and it's only been 2 days. And she said that today her dog wasn't going as crazy and didn't do
Okay.
accidents in the house because she was so full of anxiety. But that's all. That's all I can say about it. I really, I haven't done a lot about it.
Actually, what I'm going to do, Anna, I'm going to copy your link and your name and put it in the comment section. That way, everybody can kind of click on that.
Yeah. I mean,
And
at Bonvera, we have the all kinds of different vitamins in there. There's a lot of stuff in there. I haven't really like memorized all of them, but there's a
hmm
lot of stuff in there like that. I'm gonna start trying due to my working out and stuff. They have some stuff. It's like mushrooms, and it's
yep.
supposed to help you breathe better, your circulation getting better. So I'm gonna. It's drops, so I can do it together with the me. So I'm going to try that because he says it helps enhance performance. So I want to get a little bigger, so I'm going to try.
Yeah. Hey,
For
you
me,
know,
the bigger the better, Charlie. I love you.
that's right. Don't stop. Don't stop until you're satisfied. It's I'm you gotta stay healthy
Yeah.
and
The
yeah.
big difference for me now, training and 5 years ago, I'm not obsessed with it. I enjoy it. It's
Okay.
not my thing anymore. I
Okay.
go to the gym, I train, I do what I need to do, and I come home and it's out of my mind. And that's how it should be. It should be that way.
Yeah.
Before that, I wasn't. I was preoccupied with it all the time. I had nothing else in my mind. Now I
hmm
do. Now I have my church, I have my God, I have a lot more balanced. So I
Good.
can go to the gym and enjoy it, that part of it, and then let go. It's not obsessive. I let go of it. I put my goals, I put my stuff, but like I said before, people need to really really think about it. If you have an issue, you can't just complain about the issue and make yourself that's what you are, is that issue. You can just say, I have this, but I can do this and this and this. You can't just stop. You know what I'm saying? Because if I stopped, even today, I'm never pain free. I always have pain. But from a level 10 to a level 3, I can take it. I
hmm
can take, but it's not going to stop me. I'm gonna. Okay, I can't do deadlifts of 310 anymore, but I can do other things. You just don't stop. You have to continue doing whatever you need to figure out to make yourself better. Continue doing, and people need to remember nobody is going to take care of you better than you.
hmm
You have to be your own advocate. If you have an issue, research stuff. I didn't before, Charlie. I didn't research anything. I
hmm
thought, I believed in everything the doctor said, everything, whatever. But you know your body better than anybody. The doctors can only do so much. Research and you can help yourself too. I
Yeah.
don't. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, these tinctures is what put me here," and that they what saves me all the time. It's not just the tinctures. They help me, but
Yeah.
I also work out, and I work out smartly. I'm not stupid. I work out smartly because I don't want to get hurt. I go to a chiropractor once a month. I make sure I do my stretches. I make sure I am regular with my stuff. I make sure I drink a gallon of water a day. All of these things, all of this combines to a circle, and that's what helps you. It's not just, but people forget that.
Yeah.
People
Exactly.
forget that. A lot of people want miracles. Many people come to me and they want me to help them with diets and exercises and whatever. I would gladly do it. And I do it for free all the time.
hmm
I've never charged anybody. I always do it for free.
Why?
By the third week, people want to quit. They come up with all kinds of excuses, and it's this and it's that. When you start with excuses and you don't come up with solutions for it, you're not going to succeed.
Yeah.
You're not
Uh,
going. You're not going to go anywhere. If it's with working out, if it's with diet, if it's with work, if it's with medication, consistency. You got to have consistency. Without that, you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to stay in the standstill. I don't know. That show, Bar Rescue.
Hmm.
The gentleman, his quote is, I don't take excuses. I take solutions.
Yeah,
I the first time I heard that, I was like, right there, right there. That's going to be my quote for the rest of my life. That's going to be my quote. We
I'm gonna
shouldn't
try.
take we shouldn't take excuses. Let's, you have something happening, come up with a solution. And if there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, we had a guest on here, two guests. It was Joshua Davis and his wife Sharonique, and they have on one of their merchandise products they have, it says no excuses. But I'm gonna get the quote right now here because it's a great shirt. It's a great workout shirt, t-shirt, and it talks about exactly what you're saying. I gotta find it here, but when they work out uh, routinely, just like you do, and they talk about fitness, and they're about getting people better in better shape, and
Yeah,
because it's very, very important. Let me see
it
if I.
is. I mean, people don't have to exercise to the extreme that I do, because people's like, oh my God, how can you do that? Well, that's me. It's my choice.
Let's see if you could see it here. See, a T-shirt said "No excuses,"
No excuses. Yeah, see, I like that.
and that's what they talk about, and they're into fitness, and where I know they're listening right now because that's how they are. They're very supportive of me. Um, the Most of the products that you have, do you prefer everybody to go through the website because
Yes, please.
you
Yeah, yeah.
can't stock everything up and
No, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to do that because I don't own a store.
yeah.
I do it from my home. But if you do have a store, like my friend owns a spa, and she loved the products, so she wanted to incorporate the products in her spa. They're amazing for your skin, amazing. So
Mhm.
she started using it. And then I have another lady that owns a massage parlor, and she started using it for her massage parlor. I mean, imagine that, Charlie. You're going for a massage, right? I don't know about you, but I don't like massages because I get panicky people touching me. But you take a little calm with you, or you take calm before you left the house. You give them your calm oil for them to start rubbing a little bit, and then the soothe oil for them to rub. The soothe oil is going to relax your muscles. It's going to help the inflammation and any sore muscles or pain that you have. It's going to help with that. And now the calm is going to relax you. It's going to make you feel less stressful and just enjoy the massage. The massages are 10 times better. That's what my friends are telling me, that her
Mhm.
clients are saying that the massages are 10 times better because of they're relaxing, they're
Awesome.
enjoying. And then later on, they feeling more relaxed and less pain because the soothe is working. The soothe
Awesome.
starts getting, yeah, yeah. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. And it's really, my biggest struggle is people don't know what tinctures is. A lot of people did not know what a tincture was. And the funny part is, people will take a pill, but a liquid messes with their mind. I don't want to take that. Why not? It's just a liquid. Well, I
Mhm.
don't know. And the difference between a tincture and a pill, a tincture is more pure.
Yeah.
It goes straight to your bloodstream, which takes a lot less time to start working. You'll feel it within 20 minutes to a half hour. It'll start working. Versus medication, sometimes it's over an hour to start working. And it just tastes a little earthy, but it's
Yeah.
a lot better. Tincture is a lot better than medication, and you get the purity of the plant because they're not putting anything to interact to make the pill. So you get pure stuff. It's the best. The founder of this company, she was brought up. Her parents were, what is that? Can't think of the word. People who are just born and they just eat flowers and things like that. Very earthy people.
Yep.
That's all she grew up was like that. So she decided to come up with these products. She said that she never even took pills in her entire life. She's never tried it. She's
Wow.
always done natural stuff. Her parents always done natural stuff. So it's amazing that she came up with this company. It's amazing. And she's a wonderful lady. One of my neighbors, she's a rare case. She had messaged me about one of the products she wanted to try. But this lady has a lot of immunity problems, things that I don't understand, and they heart stuff. And I was afraid to just offer her something. I was like, well, how about you talk maybe to one of the ladies from the company? They know more than I do. And the owner, Trinity, the founder of the company, the one that spoke with her, took her time to speak with her and make sure she could help her, make sure she could listen to her and stuff. My friend messaged me and she says, and I'm very impressed. She was very kind. She was very thoughtful, took her time, didn't make me feel rushed. I understand why you like this company. That's
Awesome.
to me, that's impressive. I was like, oh, okay, the owner of the company is going to call her. Wow, okay. you know,
Hmm.
I mean, I'm old fashioned. I have respect for my bosses. You know what I'm saying? I have respect for my boss. Your boss. So I was really appreciated and I respected her for her to help me that way and do that because she
It's
didn't have
awesome.
to. She didn't have to do it. You know what I mean? But she wanted to help her worker.
Yeah, we could. We're gonna continue to share a lot of stuff. I'm gonna pay attention to your Facebook page so I can actually, help you out on this end with the Really Charlie
Yeah.
podcast group on
Yeah.
Facebook, so we can share
Yeah.
it. I mean, yeah, it's you never reach 700 people, and that's who we have on the page. We have 760 people, so we're going to try to reach them constantly, and
Yeah. That'll
you
be
know,
amazing, Charlie. And it's not only you're helping me, but you're helping a lot of other people. A lot of
cor-
other people that, they might need this. They might, even if they just need a good talk, I'm here as a friend anytime anybody just wants to talk or questions. Nobody needs to message me because they want to buy it. If you want to message me just to ask questions and learn about it, anybody's more than welcome. I'll do the best I can to help anybody because I'm not here just for selling stuff. I'm really not, Charlie. People that know me and know me well, I'm very blessed. And I mean, the money is always good, right? But I'm not, in a hard time. I'm very blessed. My husband has a good job. I really don't have to. I don't have to be putting myself through any of this. I'm doing it, and I swear with everything I have because I want to help people. I know where I was. I know
mhm.
where I was to the point I didn't want to live anymore. And now, Charlie, to feel how I feel, I literally feel happy sometimes. I can't remember the last time I felt that feeling of happiness.
Mhm.
Years I couldn't, and I feel that now. I'm in control of my life. I'm so in a different spot than I was. So I think of myself when I was that way, and I want to help somebody. If it's with pain, if it's with depression, even if it's the menopause, whatever. If it takes somebody out of this struggle, I want to do it. I want to help. A lot of people through the years that's tried to get me into selling stuff, and mostly it was exercise stuff because that's all I'm into.
Mhm.
People wanted, and I was never into it. If I helped people, it was always for free. I was never into it. Why am I into this? I don't know. I couldn't answer that for you. I don't know why. I think it's because of the passion of wanting to help somebody because I was in such a low place. I
Mhm.
just want to get people in a better place than they are now. It has nothing to do with selling because I don't bother anybody. I don't call people, they do want to get it, or somebody that got it, the next month call them again to see if they get it again. No, I don't bother anybody. They
Yeah.
want it. If they want it, if they're in pain, if they have a struggle, if they need it, I'm here. I'm not gonna. I don't want my friends and family, especially my friends and family, to see me and go, "Oh, here comes Anna. Where's she's gonna sell now?" you know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm very uncomfortable with that, very,
Yeah.
and I'm very cautious because I don't want. I work very hard on my friendships. I work very hard on my family. I honor all of them and I respect all of them. So I don't want them to feel ever that I'm pushing anything on them. You know,
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes I just do a few posts if there's sales or this and that, because I don't like to bother people. But it is part of my job to tell people stuff. But I don't want my friends and family to think I just want to sell them. So if they want it, right, they know where I am. Contact me.
Exactly.
And,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
I don't think I need to bother people so much for them to get what they need, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Deb Silva Gomes says, "Thank you, Anna, for being you and all that you do," and
Oh,
that's
thank you
special.
so much. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
And, we got our friend Diane at work. Period. And you know what, Diane, thanks for those comments. It's really, it's reviews of the product, and it's coming from good people. And you know, people on the Really Charlie podcast need to know, how good this product is.
Yeah.
I know how good
Diane,
on it and of it. Go ahead.
when I
Go ahead,
contacted
Anna.
Diane, Diane was going through a little bit of a struggle, and she says, "I want to try." She wanted to have energy, and she was just in the slump. She couldn't get herself out of the energy, and stress. She's a manager in Dunkin' Donuts, so a lot of stress. And she started taking daily, and she started the roller, because we have a roller. Um, we also have rollers for Suits and daily. So she bought that, and she started seeing a difference. And then she bought Calm, and she started seeing a difference. And
Hmm.
before you know it, she was like, "All right, I want to be part of this because this really works." That's the thing with these products. What they say they do, they do. Charlie, I didn't believe it either. When my friend posted, I was, looking at Facebook, and he had a live about the
Yeah.
products. And I already have tried all kinds of different stuff. Well, I'll show you. I already had tried all kinds of different stuff. And nothing was working. Nothing was working. When he had that on Facebook, I was like, one more thing is not going to kill you. Let's try it. I messaged him, and he was offering samples, and I didn't even take the samples. I'm like, no, I'll buy a bottle, because I know a sample only going to take so much. You need at least a month of the product to see and for you to judge it. You need a little bit. I took
True.
it for. I started feeling the difference on the third week. On the third week is when I started like, wait a minute, something is happening here. There's a difference here. And I continued taking one more week, and I started seeing more difference. I said, all right. I happened to have an appointment with my doctor, so I took everything with me. And I was nervous. I was nervous about it because I thought my doctor was going to freak out. I thought my
Yep.
doctor was going to tell me off, that I wasn't going to be allowed, and I couldn't afford to be without nothing, because I was in extreme pain all the time. And very surprising, my doctor looked at all the ingredients, and he's like, there's really nothing in here for me
Hmm.
to say it's going to hurt you or it's going to entwine with the medication. He says, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. Every month, we're going to talk and see, and slowly start taking the medications off. And that's what we did. We started every month. I would talk to him. He would call me. We would talk. And he would say, okay, now take this medication to this amount, to this amount. And the time, Charlie, I started taking these tinctures, and getting rid of the medications, I was helping my mother-in-law take care of my father-in-law, who was dying.
Yep.
And I didn't want to tell the family that I was coming out of medications. And you have withdrawals, you have symptoms from it. But the family was already going through a lot. They didn't need it to know one more issue. I didn't want to say anything, but it was hard. It was hard going through and trying to be there for my father-in-law, and panicking, and couldn't even focus on my own life and stuff, never mind being there for somebody that's dying.
Hmm.
A couple of times I ended up in emergency room with massive panic attacks, because I was going through the withdrawals. And what made me really make the decision, I was completely done with medications. One, I started realizing the tinctures were working. I was taking care of my father-in-law, and I missed an appointment at the clinic, the pain clinic.
Yeah.
You miss an appointment. And I called them the next day, and they had an available appointment a week later. Well, I told the lady, I said, okay, but I don't have Tramadol. That's what I was taking for pain, together with other stuff. I said, I don't have it anymore. Can you call the pharmacy? She said,
Yeah.
no. She said, no, I can't. You have to come for the appointment and then we'll do it. I said, ma'am, it's over a week. She goes, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. In about 3 days, you start coming down. You start getting withdrawals. So within 5 days, I was in the emergency room with
Mhm.
massive, massive panic attacks because I was coming down from with the tramadol, and then I
Yeah.
made a decision. I said, I'm done. I said, I'm absolutely done. I'm going to do everything in my power to get healthier, to get out of all of this. I can't do this anymore. It took me 3 months, Charlie. 3 months. My doctor said 6, but I was so determined. I was so determined. Nothing was going to stop me. three
Wow.
months. I take nothing. I take no medications. I take nothing. I don't even have Tylenol. Nothing. If I have a headache, I do Soothe. If I
Wow.
anything, yes, I take these tinctures. That's all. If I have heartburn, I take the tinctures. If I need to sleep, we have dream. I do dream. You know, and the difference in me is amazing. The difference in me is amazing.
Let me, Diane has a story for us. She says that within 3 weeks it works. I've been a little stressed past week because I needed a place to live by May 15th. I got myself into a slump and didn't take anything for 2 days. Let's see, I believe it says what pain mentally and physically I was in. Today I took it. I feel amazing. Work was great. Gym was amazing. And I know I will get by this and everything will work out. Product works, my friends. Try it. Ask Anna for samples if you want before purchasing. But purchasing, you will not waste money and you will thank Anna. Life changing.
Yeah, you can get your money back too if you decide to buy it.
Hmm.
Within 3 weeks, you see it's not working. As long as the bottle is not completely empty, if you have a little bit left in the bottle, you can return
Yeah.
it to get all your money back. So what people got to lose? Nothing really.
Yeah.
There
Got
was
nothing to lose.
nothing. There was another girl, Liz. She's also on my team. She actually stayed here with us for a little bit of time. She needed a place to stay, and I opened my home to her. She had a baby. She had just had a baby, so she was going through that. You just had a baby, her hormones all over the place. She
Hmm.
was struggling. She was really struggling. So I bought her. I bought her a bottle of the premenstrual for her to get back into balance and all that. And she couldn't believe it. And I got her a bottle of calm. She couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe the difference. And I did actually a few lives with her so she
Yeah.
can tell people her story. The difference in her is amazing. The confidence, because when you have a child, your hormones all over the place. Sometimes things happen, and she was in a bad slump. She was depressed. She didn't want to do anything. She couldn't get out of that slump. No energy, and I told her, I said, just because you're out of balance, you need balance. And I gave her the two because she couldn't afford it. I knew she couldn't afford it. I said, I'm gonna buy it for you, and you try it. And
Oh,
the rest is history. She's happy. And I want to work with you. I want to do this. I want to help other people. It's amazing.
awesome. We mentioned you mentioned earlier about Dave Furtado, and here he
Yes.
is.
Yeah,
He
my
says my
buddy.
mind. He said my mind is still blown from Anna Habib's growth, and when I met her, she was using a cane and barely could play with her grandson. I discussed that. I discussed the Omni opportunity with her, and the product flash forward. You see the woman in front of you today, a warrior, a champion, a testament to mental strength and fortitude. Thank you, Dave Furtado, for that
You, my
comment.
brother. Thank
It
you.
means a lot to the podcast, and it also means a lot to Anna herself. So
Yeah.
great job, Dave.
Dave's a
And
great man. A great man. A great salesperson. Yeah, that man can sell anything. He has such a gift. Yeah, he does. He has a gift. Yeah, he knows how to do his stuff. I mean, I was very lucky to work with him and learn from him in the beginning. He's not with us anymore. He got a different job, but we miss him. We miss him, and he taught us. He taught me a lot. He taught me a lot. He's a good person, a very good person, a good brother.
that's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes, personally, we gotta move forward, and Dave just moved forward, but he's still your friend.
Oh,
He's
of
still,
course. He
you
will
know,
always
so
be my friend. He will always be my
yeah.
brother. Him and his wife are amazing people. They're very caring, very giving people. Very. I mean, you can go to them with any problem. If they can help you, they will. They that
So
kind of people. They that kind of people. Yeah.
we, you know, I can't wait to try everything out, and I'm definitely gonna give you a critique on it and how I feel. And I really, it doesn't stop here, Anna. We got some work to do. You and I, we're gonna do some other things together.
Oh, amen. I might even take you to the gym sometime. You can come train with me anytime.
Listen, if you got heart pills, I'll be like Sanford and Son, Elizabeth, Elizabeth.
Come on, Charlie. We can do it. We can do it. We can have fun, Charlie. Come on.
Yeah, I need to get to the gym. My friend
Yeah,
Joey.
the gym's amazing. Then gym is a great place. People don't have to go in there and train like I train, but to go there, just even if you're doing just a half-hour walk and a little bit of weights. I know a lot of women are afraid of weights because weights are gonna make me look like a man. Listen, it takes a lot to grow muscle. Takes a long time. It takes extreme to grow muscle. If you pick up some weights and you do routines, trust me, you're not going to look like a man. It takes a
Hmm.
lot to look like a man. To get, I mean, I've been training. I don't know, maybe because you're a guy that knows a lot of people. Rob Canberra. Um,
Yeah,
you know Rob Canberra?
yeah.
Well, he was my first trainer.
Wow.
I had lost because I used to be really fat. I've lost 110 pounds. 20 when I started working Sacred Heart Nursing Home, I was over 200 pounds. I was a very big woman. And
Hmm.
I was watching the talk show, and it was about children being ashamed of the parents being fat. And that kind of put something on me. My son was 3 months old, and I've made a decision. I didn't want to be fat anymore. And I started going on a diet. I went on Jenny Craig because I'm Portuguese. Portuguese people love to eat. We love our bread. We love our soup. So I didn't know, Charlie. I didn't know where to go for diets and what to do. And when I told my parents I wanted to go on a diet, my father was like, "What?" Because my father's generation, when you're chubby, that means you're well taken care of. You're
Hmm.
not, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm really tiny. I'm 4'10". I'm really, really tiny, and my dress size was 22. So I was big. I was pretty big. So
Hmm.
I went to Jenny Craig and started on my diet. I mean, it wasn't easy, but as long as you're consistent with it and you keep pushing forward, you get there. You get
Yeah.
there. And then from being so big, I had loose skin, and I wanted to fill in that loose skin. And I says, oh, maybe muscles, but I had no clue how to train, how to lift, nothing. I had no clue. For my birthday, my husband asked me what I wanted, and I asked him, "Can you get me a trainer for 3 months so I can learn how to lift and whatever?" And it happened to be Rob. I went to a gym, a Howling Place. He was working a Howling Place, and
Yeah.
I went in there. He was working in there, and I hired him. And Diane Nuno was also working there. That's where I met Diane. She was working at the counter, and this man taught me how to feel confidence with weights, not to be
Yeah.
afraid of the weights. You know, demand the weights. You'll have power over the weights, not to be afraid. And in 1 year, he transformed my body. I went from looking okay to wow, where those muscles came from. He was
Hmm.
brutal. Let me tell you, he was brutal. You have to have guts to train with our men because he took
Hmm.
no excuses. He took no excuses. And we ended up training together for 3 years. 3 years. We ended up training together. I learned a lot. I owe him a lot when it comes to the gym. Um, and I fell in love with weight training. I completely fell in love with it. It became an addiction for me. It really did. It became an addiction. That when you lift as much as you can and you don't think you can lift 300 pounds and then you pick up 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Woo, Charlie.
Hmm.
You see spots. You're like, oh, you see
Yeah.
spots everywhere. And I love that feeling. I got hooked on that feeling, you know. Rob
Wow.
got me. Rob got me to a point that I was doing chin ups with 90 pounds attached to my waist. That
Wow.
man, that man was crazy, but I was like, I can't do it. Yes, you can. I can't. Yes, you can. And yep, he got me to do it. He got me to do
Awesome.
chin ups with 90 pounds. Yeah. So I owe him a lot. I owe him a lot for the gym. You know, fall in love with the gym, the confidence getting in there. A gym for me is like my second home. It's like my second home. My first home is
Well,
church.
you you look great, and you maintain and keep up. You look great.
Yeah.
Your energy is top notch. I really love it.
Thank
Um,
you.
and that's what kind of drew me to you to make sure that we got you on this podcast. Um, the support there, you can see your friends in the comments. It definitely, you know, supporting you.
Yeah.
Dave
You see how
Furtado said,
blessed I am? It's amazing.
"Yeah,
It's
very,
looking
very
at it,
blessed."
you know, I feel so blessed. I really do. Thank you, everybody. I feel so even my niece is watching. My niece Sonia Habib is watching. Thank you, beautiful. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Mhm.
What's the soothe oil? Dave Furtado mentioned.
Soothe oil is for pain and inflammation. We have Soothe the tincture that you can take, and then we have on top of that you have Soothe oil that you can rub. Like, you know, like I don't know about you, but I have especially from training, my elbows, my joints will hurt. You know, I pick up a lot of weight, so sometimes they hurt. I literally put Soothe on it, and within 20 minutes it subsides.
Yeah,
My husband was working outside, and this big ladder fell on his feet, tipped over and fell on his feet. Oh my goodness, his feet. I posted it. You can Anybody can go and see my stuff. I posted his toes. I thought he broke a toe. They were so black he could hardly walk. What I used was Soothe oil, and he couldn't believe how much it helped him with the pain.
wow.
Yeah.
I gotta definitely get that. Especially for my left hand. So I'm gonna definitely
Yeah.
make sure I get that.
My husband yesterday, he did yard work, and he's a computer guy. You know, his job is like this all day. So when
Hmm.
he does a lot of physical things, he's going to get cramped a lot because it's not used to it. So his hand was cramping last night really bad. He was like this all the time, and
Yeah,
he rubbed Soothe on his hand, and he made it go away. Dave Furtado, he has a trigger finger. His finger gets all stuck
yeah.
like this, and he has to pull
Uh
it.
huh.
He uses Soothe, and before you know it, it's working.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Amazing. Because it relaxes the muscles around, and it helps the inflammation. So your body starts doing what it's supposed to do because it's starting to relax. The muscles, relax. It's not as stiff.
I'm gonna definitely get that, and I really need that.
Yeah, I send you
Dave,
some. You got some. You got some in the package. I send you some of it.
oh, see that? You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
you knew that already. You're
I take
psychic.
care of you, my friend. I got you.
You're
I got
psychic.
you.
Uh, the but thanks, Dave, and here's Diane. She's saying I use Soothe oil. What's it? Tincture. What? How do you say that?
Yeah, yeah. Tincture. Yeah,
Tincture to help less soreness from training. Day 3 isn't so bad anymore.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
I
you.
mean, for me, the worst body part to train for me is legs. When I train
Yeah.
legs, your legs get really tight from doing squats and all of that. Your hip flexors gets tight. When your hip flexors get really tight, puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. People need to stretch their hip flexors every day because your hip flexors pull on your back, on your lower back. That
Hmm.
alone, it's gonna hurt you. Um,
Yeah.
so I use the Soothe on my legs when I train legs. I rub it all over my legs because the next day if I don't, I'm my back is going to be really tight. I'm gonna have a really hard time moving. So I
Hmm.
have to be careful when I do legs and what I do because my back. Yeah, because what I had fused is the L4 and L5,
Yeah.
which is right on your lower back where you bend back, up and down. It's right there.
Hmm.
So when I bend forward and I come up, I get stuck sometimes. It doesn't want to move. So I
Yep.
have to constantly put the oil there, so those muscles there don't have all that inflammation, and they relax. They're not stiff, so you won't do that. And if I don't
Oh,
do it a day or two that I don't do it, I see a difference. I see a
wow.
big difference, because sometimes I get cocky. Sometimes I get a little cocky. I'm feeling too good. You know, when you're feeling
Hmm.
good, you kind of forget what you need to do. I've had those days that I've forgotten, and then it's like reminds me again. There you go. Don't do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
every time, never fails. Once in a while, I forget the products work this well, and I take advantage, and I don't do nothing, and there you go. It all comes back. Because I am in my 50s, and I do have tons of arthritis, and it's not going to go away. The screws and the metal's not going to go away. It's there. It's always going to be
Yeah.
there, right?
Hmm.
So you can't forget that you need to do what you need to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, Dave mentioned about the libido rescue that helped him.
Oh, Dave, I'm going to kill you. I know why he's doing this. I'm going to kill you, Dave.
Yeah. See
He's
that?
doing that because he knows I'm embarrassed to talk about it. Oh, look, I'm getting hot. Oh, God.
Well, we won't do that. He's
No, it's okay. Look,
yeah.
okay, I'll be honest. It works well, but it's not like Viagra. Um, it's not like Viagra.
Hmm.
It makes you in a good mood, in a happy mood, and you easier go with it. But it's
Yeah.
not like Viagra. It doesn't work like I don't want men thinking it's gonna work like Viagra. It's not. But if you want a little boost and get in the mood and be a little happy, that's what he does.
Yeah. Look at your other friend there, Diane. She says get the hot flash rescue girl. So so
That's
there.
one of our best sellers. It's one of
Yeah.
our best sellers. We actually run out one time because
That's
women were getting it like crazy because he works that fast. You'll have
common.
a half flash, you take it makes it go away like this. So a lot of
I
women,
I definitely believe that because you go through women go through a lot, and
yeah, yeah.
some women going through the hot flashes, and it's really really difficult.
Yeah, yeah. My hot flash has gotten a lot better because I'm almost done. I'm 51, so I'm almost done with my menopause. But I wish I had this stuff when I was going through it really bad. I would get up in the middle of the night and change clothes and put a towel on my side of the bed because I'm not going to wake up my husband, but I would be
Yeah.
completely drenched. And it's very uncomfortable. You get panic attacks because you all of a
Yeah.
sudden you get those hot flashes. Your body just goes in such a heat, and it
Hmm.
feels like you're going to burn inside. That's what it feels like. You're burning inside, and
Yeah.
it can give you panic attacks. And sometimes he did. He gave me panic attacks. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Diane says, "Easy to give it up, sexy, sexy." You know, we
Oh, I love her. I love
yeah.
her.
She's
She's
see
right,
that
though.
I'm
She's right. That's really what it is. He gets you. You're just in a better mood. It's not like you're sitting there and you take it and you're like, "Yeah, I want it now." It's not it.
uh-huh.
You just all of a sudden you just feel happier. You're more in the mood. You'll go along with it easier. If you're one of those people that have a hard time, you know, it'll help you. I mean,
Yeah.
it'll help you
She
with. It'll
says
help you
that
get in the
she
mood.
said that Diane said you get so embarrassed with this subject. Says good one, Dave, laughing out loud. Awesome.
I do, I do, I do. I get all red. I don't know why. When they first came out with the
That's,
product, I told my upline, Lisa, I was like, Lisa, how am I going to do posts on this? She goes, just say it. She goes, well, but for me to talk about it, that means I took it, right? And she goes, well, yeah. I says, well,
mhm.
people going to think what I'm doing. I don't want my pastor to see it. I was panicking because I didn't want my pastor to, I was like, oh my God, he's going to think stuff. I don't want it. So I get
Yeah.
embarrassed talking about it because, you can't talk about it and say how good it works unless you tried it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about somebody about something if I didn't try. I'm just not going to do it. So you got to try and to talk about it. So
Exactly.
it goes through my mind now. People's going to know what I'm doing.
That's
But it's okay. It's life. We're all alive. We hit love life. There you go.
right. The
When I see you, Dave, I'm going to choke you.
yeah, it's a joke. He, he's not gonna get out either.
Oh,
The
he's
we
home. He's home laughing right now. He's home. I
yeah,
know he is.
that's right. He probably sent you about 5 text messages too. Um, Lisa, Lisa
Oh,
said, "Love
Lisa.
Anna."
That's my
She said,
upper line.
"Yeah." She said she's so awesome and inspirational. See, you it definitely touched a lot of people, and I'm glad that you did that. Um, and at first it became, it all came through and came true when you decided you needed some help. If anyone is looking to learn about Omni Opportunity as well, reach out to Anna Habib. She's phenomenal. And I agree, Dave. I agree.
Oh, thank you
It's
so
very,
much.
very, very accurate. Lisa says it's all natural love.
Yeah.
So
Lisa's
true.
amazing. Without Lisa, I don't know where I would be.
Yeah.
She's one of those people that right there helping everybody, does what she needs to do, goes above and beyond. I mean, look, she did this. Look what she did. She did this for our team. Look, all
Wow.
kinds of stuff to help us to make sure we keep going. We know what we're doing and all that. That took a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of her time, and she did it for us. I mean, that's what you want to work with. You know what I mean? It's people that have a heart like her. I'm blessed.
Exactly.
I'm blessed with the team I have. I'm really blessed. I'm hopefully I can grow my team more. And man or woman, you need a job. You're working from home. You need a little something. You can work from home, make money. The money that you make is up to you. It's how hard you work, how much you
Yeah.
push it, how much you share. I mean, that's up to you. But you can do very well. You can have a few $100 a week or a month. It'll help. It's something, and you're working from home. If you're a housewife or if you're a stay-at-home mom and you need a little something, this is, I think, another outlet for somebody to have.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Lisa said she loved you. She
No,
loves
I
you.
love you too. I love you too, honey. You're the best. Thank you.
Well, Anna, I want to give you this opportunity, to talk about, any last things you want to talk about. And, if not, then we'll end this podcast until we come back on again.
Yeah. I just want to tell people, give it a try. Give yourself that chance. What do you got to lose? Give yourself a month and see how it is. Within 3 weeks, if it's not working, you get your money back. But I
Okay.
think you're worth it. People, you're worth it. Because it is a little pricey. It's not cheap. It's not like $5. But I think your life is worth it. If you have
Yeah.
to change things around a little bit. When I first started taking it, I needed a lot. I bought a lot, and it was pricey. And the prices used to be a little more expensive. They went down. Uh, and I talked to my husband about it, and I'm like, babe, what are we gonna do? The price. And my husband said, all right, let's sit and figure this out. Let's go through all the medications that you already take and the co-pay for all those medications. I was taking just 2 inhalers. One of them alone was $50.
Yeah.
So my husband said, well, Anna, with these 2 inhalers, it pays you for over two of your products. Never mind the other medications that you're not taking anymore. So in all reality, I just put the copay for the medication to this. So I really didn't end up spending a lot more. So people need to understand that and think about that. But I put my health first. I started thinking, if whatever I need to do in order to get it, I'm going to do it because I'm worth it. I'm better off this way. I'm a better person. I can do more. If I don't take this stuff and I want to save money and think, oh, the co-pays are better, and I'm not giving myself this chance to have a better life. I
So
think
true.
everybody is worth it. I mean, if anything, don't go out to eat as many times a month. Cut one time and that'll
Yeah.
pay. I mean, that was my way of thinking. I was going to do whatever it took for me to be able to afford to get this for myself. And it was the best decision I ever made in my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
worth it. I'm worth it. We all worth it. We all worth
yeah.
it. We deserve to take care of ourselves and be the best that we can be.
Yeah, Dave says that my back and my wife's joint feeling better is much, much better for the cost of one Dunkin' Donuts a day. Well worth it.
There you
And it's
go.
so true. Yep.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah,
And
absolutely. There's all
Diane,
kinds of, yeah.
so here's a lot of people supporting what you're saying. Diane says you pay $60 to go out to eat on date night, but one night you feel amazing, and the next day you poop. You poop that out. He says a roller for $35 makes you feel great for the whole month or two. Just saying, we spend money sometimes on nonsense. Take some cash and take care of you. Awesome, great
Yeah, she's
comment
right.
of yeah, comment of the night, I guess. Good job, Diane. Um, and Lisa,
Charlie, you should have some trainers in here, some bodybuilding trainers in here.
yeah,
Because
anytime,
I'm
like
not qualified to train people. I'm not licensed. Diane's licensed. She can actually talk about both. And I have a friend from my gym. He's amazing. Oh my God, Joel's amazing. He would be a great person to be in here. And so he's from Boston. He's moved down here, and he works at General Fitness. Great guy. So if somebody's looking for a trainer and a person that knows what he's doing, and he's got a very good vibe about him. Yeah, he's your guy to go and talk to. Yeah, he's a great guy.
I'm gonna first start off with Diane. I'll talk to her, and she's on my friends list, so we can definitely reach out. I'll send her a message. My like I said earlier, my schedule is wide open for the last 2 weeks of April. So trying to lock that down and then book my podcast for May. So, but so you solved the next question I had for you was who would you like to see on this podcast? So I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna
Yeah,
reach
you
out to
got three.
Diane.
I gave you three names. It'd be
He sure did.
amazing.
He sure did. So we definitely gonna work on that. And so far, everyone that was on here that suggested someone, I got most of them on this podcast. So, Anna, just to let you know, and that as soon as we're done, I will actually download this video of us and the audio, and I'm gonna put them on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, so you'll have it. And the best thing that you're gonna actually have this so you can use for your business. You can kind of attach both links, the YouTube link, and and people can kind of hear your voice, hear you talking um, firsthand about the product. So that will be done within 30 minutes after we're done. So
Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate your kindness and this
thank you.
opportunity. I really do. I feel really blessed. I want to thank everybody that's coming to broadcast and anybody who's listening. I truly appreciate. And my message for everybody is make somebody smile. It doesn't cost a thing.
Yeah, so true. So true. Um, it's definitely the best, and we're gonna do it again. And
Amen.
look forward to listening to you. I got quite a few podcasts coming up this week, so continue to support me, and I appreciate
Absolutely.
it. All
Absolutely.
right,
Thank you, my
all right,
friend.
Anna.
Thank you.
Give your give your husband a high five for me, and I'll definitely talk to you. When you need me, just send me a message. All right.
Thank you, my friend. Have a blessed night.
God bless you too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Awesome, awesome, awesome woman. Um, awesome person. Trying to get away from that. We have a bunch of awesome people in this area, especially her. Look, she's trying to do the right thing, make people well, make herself well, and you got to support someone. You got to you know make someone smile. She's definitely done that for me today, and and I met some new friends here just because of Anna, and I appreciate it. Diane, I will reach out to you. I will send you a message, give you some dates. Pick a date, and we'll get you on the podcast. And then Dave and Anna can harass you on the podcast, on your podcast. But awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. As I always conclude with the podcast, mask your beautiful faces, hand sanitize and wash your hands. Stay safe, everyone. God bless and amen. Sorry. Amen. And we will be doing this again in the next couple of days with some more guests throughout the week. Take care.